Today, we're going to dive into data. We're going to think about data in this class as being one of two different types of data.
Ooh, what are the two types, Wade?
So we're going to look at in this course as type 1 data is going to be structured data. And structured data is going to be all of the data that is well organized and labeled.
What does well organized mean?
So well organized is going to be data that we can usually represent as a spreadsheet.
Got it.
So what you're going to see is throughout this entire series, all of our data is going to be in a spreadsheet format, and we're going to learn how to interact with spreadsheet data through a programming language called Python. If the data is not structured, we're going to consider all of the other types of data as unstructured. And there's a lot of unstructured data that exists. So this can be anything from an image, because if you think about an image is made up of pixels, and all of those different pixels that you're making that make up an image, they're organized, but they're not labeled. We don't know exactly what's in each area of the image. We don't know if we're looking at a dog, a person, or any other object. Other things that are going to be unstructured, that is going to be things like text. If we think about a newspaper article has some amount of structure because it's text, it's got sentences, but we don't consider it structured data for our case because the sentences aren't labeled and it's not organized in a way that we can view a spreadsheet. Primarily in this course, we're going to be focusing on using a programming language called Python combined with structured data to find powerful insights about this data so that you can make data-driven decisions about the data that you're going to be diving into. And I want you to start to help us with data because I want you to be part of this process. So what we've prepared for you is a survey. So Carly, what are we talking about in the survey that we've prepared for them?
So in the survey, we're actually talking about perceptions. And specifically, we want to know what you think about some words to describe how many people are at a party.
So we're not going to tell you anything more because we don't want to bias your results. But you will find a link to take the survey and do that before continuing on the series, because this survey is going to be used throughout the rest of the series. And as soon as you see what other people think, you might be biased in your answers. So that is going to be the primary thing that we're going to be working with throughout this entire series is how do we work with structured data and how do we take data such as the survey that you're going to fill out for us and transform that data and learn powerful insights from that data. So go to the survey and I'll see you soon.